What if I told you that there was a sports book that you could use that is available to be used in 49 states, just can't use it in Washington, unfortunately, and the minimum age required is 18 plus. Now think about it. In order to use a legally regulated sports book like FanDuel DraftKings, you have to be 21, and they're only available in like 18 states, because that's exactly what Fliff Sportsbook is. It is, for all intents and purposes, a normal sportsbook that you can use to place normal bets, main markets, player props, whatever it may be. But as I mentioned, you can use them in 49 out of 50 states. Again, just can't use it in Washington. Sorry for you Washington residents. And the minimum age required is 18. So for those of you 18, 19, 20-year-olds, guess what? You can legally bet on sports. Now, I know that probably sounds confusing and like some sort of scam, so let's get right into it. Technically, Fliff Sportsbook, again, the sportsbook that I am referring to here, is technically a sweepstakes company. Basically, what they did was they are able to find a legal loophole to act essentially as a normal sportsbook, but they have themselves legally operating as a sweepstakes company. Think about it. DraftKings, FanDuel, they can only be used in 18 states, as I mentioned. Even if you're looking to do DraftKings or FanDuel DFS, there are still 6 states that you cannot use these applications in. Fliff is good in 49 states, which is just insane. So I know this probably sounds very confusing, and obviously I'm going to talk to you all about Fliff Sportsbook and how it works. But as I mentioned, it is essentially a sweepstakes company. Now you can place normal bets, same odds as you normally see, like you're using FanDuel or DraftKings. But you can also enter these contests or sweepstakes. Now, Fliff has 2 forms of cash. The first one, which is literally called Fliff Cash, essentially operates like regular money. You can view Fliff Cash as normal money. $1 in Fliff Cash equals 1 real dollar. You deposit money into Fliff, 50 bucks equals $50 of Fliff Cash. So Fliff Cash, you can literally just view that as normal cash. But they also have a set of currency on the website called Fliff Coins. Now, coins do not operate like a normal dollar. Fliff Coins are essentially monopoly money. They are a form of currency that you can only use on Fliff. So you can deposit into coins, but you can also deposit into cash. And when you withdraw, obviously $50 you're withdrawing from Fliff Cash becomes $50 that you are actually withdrawing into your normal checking account. Now, to register for Fliff, you do need to enter some personal information, your name, your address, your social. This is standard. Whenever you sign up for a company such as this, you're always going to have to give some sort of personal information. They just need to verify that you are, in fact, a real human being. But they are trustworthy. They're like any other sportsbook. I would trust them. I have trusted them with my information. I have created an account, so I don't have any issues or concerns there. And the last thing that I'll mention is they're currently only available via mobile, so you can download the app on your actual iPhone, or there's also an application you can use on a Mac on the App Store. So you download an app like you normally do on the App Store, you can actually download Fliff. But it's not a normal desktop item that you can use on like an internet browser or anything like that. It has to be used some sort of mobile device, either on your actual mobile phone or on an application on your Mac. In terms of how to use Fliff, it's pretty standard to just a normal sportsbook, like I mentioned, right? You can bet on normal markets, NBA main lines, point spread, total, money line, NBA player props, points, assists, rebounds, pretty much anything that you can bet on a normally regulated sportsbook like a FanDuel and a DraftKings, you can bet for pretty much the same exact way on Fliff. So there's really no confusion or issues there. If you know how to navigate a normal sportsbook, mobilely, I guess I should say, you'll know how to navigate Fliff. So if you're watching this and you're wondering, why should I download Fliff? Well, there are a bunch of reasons for it, right? Number one, if you are 18, 19, or 20, and you do not live in the state of Washington, guess what? This is a sportsbook that you can sign up for. That is legal. You don't have to worry about any type of sketchy offshore bookie, whatever type thing. This is a sportsbook, again, acting as a sweepstakes company, but for your purposes, it operates the same exact way as a normal sportsbook. So sorry for you residents in Washington, or I'm sorry if you're not quite 18 yet, but guess what? When you turn 18, you can sign up for Fliff, again, assuming you are not in Washington. Signing up for Fliff is also profitable. Fliff, like any other sportsbook, they all come to their odds independently, meaning they have their own way of pricing odds. So when you sign up for Fliff, it's essentially like you're signing up for a normal sportsbook and you're just giving yourself a bigger opportunity to find a profitable bet, to find a free bet conversion type tool, to find a low hold, to find an ARB. Anything like that, you're just increasing your chances of finding a profitable bet one way or another, giving yourself more bites at the apple. And also, like any other sportsbook, Fliff has a sign-up bonus. Just like any other book, they want to encourage users to sign up, so they offer a sign-up bonus. New users can get a 100% first purchase match, which is very similar to a free bet that a normal sportsbook offers. And they also offer $100 in Fliff cash upon signing up. So you're essentially getting a 100% free bet, as well as just $100 free just for signing up and depositing money. And like I said, the strategy behind making money on Fliff is the same as any other sportsbook. You're literally just looking for an example of where you're finding a discrepancy on Fliff compared to every other sportsbook. Now I have an example of what a positive expected value bet looks like when you are looking for Fliff. And the cool thing is you can filter specifically for Fliff. So if it's the only book that you have access to, if you're in the 18 to 20 range, or you're in a non-legally regulated sportsbook state, you can use Fliff and you can filter specifically for Fliff. And what we see here is a hockey play. The play is the play up top here that you see that is highlighted in bolded. Nashville Predators, team total over 2.5. We see that the odds on the right here are at plus 155, and then it gives you the book, which is, of course, Fliff. Now look at the Fliff odds compared to every other sportsbook. This is the type of value that you're looking for. And again, I found this directly on the Positive EV page by filtering for Fliff. We know that we bet this play at plus 155. The closest book that is offering odds for this same exact play is 15 cents lower at plus 150. And look at all the other sportsbooks, pretty much universally in the plus 130s. Fliff is clearly a discrepancy compared to every other book, and that is the exact type of scenario that you are looking for when you are betting. You want to find an example of where Fliff, in this case obviously the sportsbook you are betting, has some sort of mispriced odds that are an outlier compared to the majority of sportsbooks. If you can take advantage of a pricing discrepancy, mispriced odds such as this, it is something that is pretty much guaranteed. Of course, nothing's a guarantee. I'm not going to actually guarantee you, but it is very, very likely that you will be a profitable sports bettor if you take advantage of situations such as this. So hopefully those of you watching this understand how Fliff works. Hopefully this video was helpful. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to reach out, comment on the video with any questions. Other than that, would appreciate it if you could like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And that's it. So go download Fliff and have a good one.